Welcome all to the top of the episode. This is Chris, here to say congratulations to one Mr. Mayhem 708 over on Instagram for winning our contest. Reach out to us. We'll reach out to you. We're going to get the good life in your hands. And thank you to everybody who entered to win. We had a lot of entries, which is pretty cool. Very, very cool to see. And yeah, let's get over to those fine Patreon folks who we thank every week. They are, stop me if you heard this, Taylor, Drowrin, Miles, Randy, Yam, Colby, Thomas, Randy G, Laszlo, Hovo, H-O-V-O, Jeremy, Ben, and Garth. Thank you guys for your continued support over there. And this week I might be dropping a little music thing that I've been working on for our upcoming Traveler show. So, yeah, that's all I got. Hope you guys enjoy this episode. We're in the end game of the good life, and things are going to get spicy from this point out. Bye.
Things are only getting worse. I'm going to be honest here. I feel like if these guys happen to make it into the funeral home, they are going to bust this thing wide open. That is our prime objective, is to keep them away from that funeral home, because who knows what secrets they shall stumble upon. Last we left our intrepid band of federal agents, you guys found out some pretty crazy stuff. I feel like we're finally at the meat and potato.
I think so.
The meat. Wow.
Oh.
Of the
prosciutto.
Of the mystery. The prosciutto of the mystery.
Yeah.
Of the charcuterie board. I don't think we need to recap. If
No,
you're on
but,
this episode, you fucking listen to the last episode.
Yeah, I do have a question though, Chris. Do you remember what it was? You had a look on your face like you suddenly had a.
I was
You said
farting.
we got it all wrong, brother.
That was one prolonged
Indigestion.
fart.
Yeah, so I think Agent O, I'll do this in Agent O style, because
Yeah.
I appreciate
she
that.
would be the one having this.
I'm going to give you a power gem because you're
thank
always
you.
role playing.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I like
Appreciate
that.
that.
Yeah.
So she would kind of look at you all and be like, after hearing the voice and everything, she's like, y'all, maybe we got this whole thing wrong. Maybe they're pro-Union in that area and they're doing something to punish Confederate members. Because if there's a Union skull underneath there for the Union, and the way that they're treating Samuel, who would have been one of the founding members of the KKK, if that is him, maybe there's something going on here that they aren't all Confederates here and trying to prolong that. Maybe there's something more, like this is some sort of twisted pro-Union group.
Do you think it's both? Like there's a Confederate and Union war going on here?
No, they already did that. We won.
No, I know, but what we thought we knew was that the white supremacists were reaching out in all the ways that we saw above board, like via the books and via
Maybe
the
they're
invites.
not. Maybe this is a sign-up sheet to get more white supremacists to come so that they can kill them and feed them to whatever's going on here.
Huh.
Agent Oracle kind of looks
Seems
at
kinda roundabout.
looks at Agent Ocelot, and he was like, "In your recordings, Agent Ocelot, did you ever hear Samuel speak?"
We
You heard him speak in the mumbles that
Yeah.
you guys heard.
Yeah, he was just like,
Okay.
So-
would we be
Sure.
able to know by looking at him if he was a ghoul? Obviously, it's like Agent Oracle doesn't know anything about ghouls, so he's trying
Agent
to get
Oak would be able to tell you, but they would
Yeah.
both be able to tell you real quick he was not a ghoul. That's not what ghouls look like.
No, ghouls have the ability to look like people. That's the one thing. They have I don't know what it is, but they're going to look like you and me. But it's just every once in a while that whatever it is breaks and you can see the real them.
It's just that if this is the Samuel from the founder of this town, it would have to have an elongated life.
Well, absolutely. I mean,
I'm pretty sure ghouls live, forever.
They're ageless. They'll live for as long as they can live.
So, Oak, sorry, we gotta...
There's an error message. Error messages need to be.
It's a battery low message. I think we're okay. I just wanted to really.
No, last time it
jump
didn't
on
record,
that.
so.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are investigating. This is the interim song.
Yep.
So, Oak, so I just want to... Or is it back?
Yeah, real quick. Both of the agents would be able to describe. I just want to make sure I can get a sense of a ghoul description out in case there's any differences.
Sure, absolutely. You're the handler, so tell us what we...
They would be able to let you know that a ghoul typically has like an elongated, like almost like a coyote or like a dog's
jackal,
snout.
sort of.
Yeah, like a jackal. And like huge, sharp, bony claws.
Yeah.
And they're like furry.
have
So
fucked up teeth.
right.
Damn.
So you knowing that Samuel just looks like a really old man.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Oak would be like, they have a human form, but it's like, it will break sometimes and you can see the true them. So there's always that going on, but I don't know. I'm just trying to think like why, if they're going to talk to Samuel that way, and this is the Samuel that we were theorizing, we're hypothesizing that this is the gentleman that is that old. Why? Maybe I'm just saying, maybe we got this all wrong. If they're going to talk to him that way, there's a union thing underneath there. Did you? How fresh were the heads underneath there that you saw? Were they all super debrought? Like these were the skulls of those officers, or were there any new skulls that were added to this pile?
So that was a question I did indeed have. Is like it seemed like they were still some partially composed, but I thought they'd be entirely decomposed.
Yeah, I really,
if it were
I don't know. I guess they probably would all be skeletons.
right.
Just skulls.
So there were no like fresh heads.
Right.
Okay,
Gotcha.
got it.
Like there wasn't like a 13-year-old boy's head.
Right,
Just
right, exactly.
conveniently placed on top.
So just to reply to Oak here. So if what you're saying is that this whole operation is a honeypot for white supremacists,
I don't
are
know
we
if it
good?
is or not.
We out? We're couldn't find anything. We're just
no,
they're operating.
I mean, if they're
Something unnatural's happening.
whether regardless of whether these ghouls are on the right side of history or not, they still need to be killed.
yeah. All right, fair enough.
The whole world is watching.
Is there no necessary evil here? All right.
Now I would think that I'm just saying maybe they are going to be KKK ghouls. We might be going down that route too, but it just seems weird unless we can figure out. We got to do some history. We got to figure out what was on this space beforehand. We need to look up Union graveyards or memorials or something like that to figure out why that's there. And see if they built it over there or if they made that plaque and put it down there, or maybe it's just a mockery of, there's a lot of questions here we have.
Yeah, these
First
pieces
things first,
don't seem to really fit.
No, I'm just spitballing, trying to keep my head sane, knowing that what we're going into here. So,
Well, I think there's still the other interpretation of the fact that the heads in the pit, in my opinion, it could very well be a desecration of those soldiers.
oh, absolutely.
Right?
That's why we need to figure out what was
Yeah.
where, if there was a cemetery or some other thing here before Druid Hills popped in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was looking up on my phone what the internet says about ghouls and being killed with fire. I was cheating.
Well, I mean, there's Delta Green ghouls and there's ghouls. Like,
Yeah, I was looking specifically Delta Green ghouls.
like ghouls in Pat and Dean.
You just looked up. Are you what?
I didn't get anything.
You just looked up Delta Green ghouls on Google?
No, I said, can ghouls from Delta Green be killed with fire? And I didn't get anything.
Meescha,
Yeah.
don't do that.
I want to kill things with fire.
That's like we're playing
yeah.
Pathfinder and you're like, how do I fucking kill this?
How to
thing?
kill the hawk.
Acid. Okay,
No,
cool.
no, you're right. You're right.
Don't do
Yeah.
that.
Don't do that. Yeah.
I won't do
Don't
that.
do that.
I won't do that.
Your next roll is at a -20.
Oh,
That's fair.
damn.
That's fair.
Disadvantage
That's fair.
It's not necessary to Google anyway. We have the book right here.
That's true. I didn't bring in my book. I was going to look that up.
Yeah.
No, I think,
And you said
Luckily,
that said I was cheating.
Yeah.
You knew you were. Don't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
I think
I thought
excusing
the
cheating 'cause
book
I knew
answer
it
would happen.
beforehand. But I'm rolling for my character. We
Right,
already
yeah.
established.
I know about ghouls,
Yeah,
but I'm also
exactly.
trying to not.
Right. Compartmentalize.
Yeah, I'm trying to like the base level of what a ghoul is. Like that's. I think she would know that. I think Oak would experience that. Like seeing them shift.
The shapeshifters.
But like
they can
I
take
don't know
uniform
that. We don't
eclipses.
know anything about all the other details, right? Like there's a whole ton of stuff about ghouls
I
that
know
we don't
plenty
know.
about them. You should put some bullets in them and they
Right.
drop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what we
yeah.
know. Because Oak's never killed one, so she doesn't know. So she's like, yeah. Well, hopefully with this, we need to get the search warrants.
Well, I want to call up
We gotta-
Clark.
Yeah, we got to get the search warrants. We got to get in there. We got to be ready. And she's like, that does not look stoked. Like she's just kind of like staring off, just like goes back to like making sure her gun's cleaned and like the magazines are loaded and everything.
Okay.
You want to call Clark? You want me to call Clark?
I'm calling Clark.
Okay.
Put my phone. Boop, 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 boop.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop.
Call him up.
Beam, 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 beam. Agent Clark.
This is Orion. Our errand out here got a little more complicated. This is a bigger issue than we initially thought.
And he's like, hang tight. And then he hangs up the phone. And then like 30 seconds later, you get a call on a different phone number. Mm-hmm. And it's Agent Clark. And he's
He
like,
doesn't answer.
Yeah. He's like, okay, I'm on a better line. What do you got?
Don't want to go too far into details over the phone, but, well, Ocelot did a little reconnaissance. We found an extensive network, or extensive tunnels underneath the cemetery. In addition to what looks like human meat in the morgue. I think you see where I'm going with this.
Yeah. No. Okay. You guys have a plan yet? You guys know how big it goes?
It seemed like it went pretty far from what Ocelot. You want to tell him how far it went?
Yeah, I kind of hand the phone over like, hey, yeah, Ocelot, explain what you...
You just like speakerphone it in the middle.
yeah, I guess
exactly.
speakerphone.
I think we can just assume that those tunnels extend almost the entire cemetery, 180 acres.
Do we think they go to the houses as well?
Yeah,
That's something we need to look when we get into that.
only
Once
one
we
way
get
to
that
find
search
out.
warrant and we get into that lady's house for the Grey Malkin, we need to go in the cellar, the basement, and see if there's a tunnel that
And that's when
connects.
Clark is like, yeah, about that. At first, I didn't realize what kind of hornet's nest you guys were kicking, but shit is going kind of crazy over here. I guess when we raised that flag about your search warrant, one of the brass over here must play golf with some asshole judge over at Druid Hills or something. And they are not happy about this whole situation, so... You guys definitely aren't going to get that search warrant, and I would definitely watch your back out there.
Okay.
As far as ghouls, you guys are going to get a package probably tomorrow morning. How many? We got 4 of you guys out in the field?
Yeah.
I'm going to send you guys 4 thermite grenades.
Whoa.
If anybody goes down, you're swallowing that fucking thermite grenade, and a ghoul is not to eat you.
Damn.
Is that understood?
Understood.
Got it.
All right. Anything else?
How big of a mess you ready for this to be? How big of a cover up can you make?
What other support can we get locally?
Not too much locally. I mean, considering the main thing is you guys got to figure out how big of a problem this is.
Oh, it's big. If that cemetery is connected and everything's down there, and there's a pit of 10,370 skulls or whatever it is.
Because
that's big.
Oak and Orion, I don't know how tied in you guys were to that last operation down in Louisiana, but that whole Del Monte situation, that was all just a truce. We just had to work out a deal with them. So you guys are going to need to figure out what you want to do here.
Is it out of the question just to nuke and pave?
Yeah, you can't nuke
Atlanta.
Yeah.
a major metropolitan city.
I do like
we can't
how,
just glass
how
it.
Hale Hooper thinks, though. They're like, I'm going to solve a problem, and it's not coming back.
I mean, technically, it would solve it.
It would, but it also start like World War III, which, hey, I'm fine with.
It's already the site of another World War, or like not Civil War, but like it's already, it's already like the ground is
All right, so that's the plan.
bad.
We're going to find access to a nuke. One of us is going to create some sort of story of Russian propaganda dropping that nuke, and we're just going to let the whole world burn while we walk away.
Yeah.
And don't get enlisted because we're too old. We're not
Job
going to
well
get
done. Job well done.
We stage our own deaths in the nuke. And
Oh, there you
we're
go.
good. Yeah.
We get inside of a fridge.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Crystal Skull.
It worked. I saw it on TV once.
Yeah. No, so I think, I think that would be Oak's main question to him is like, there's this whole town, this whole area is full of them. Like, with 4 of us ain't gonna be able to do nothing with that. And I think you know that as well. If we made a truce with them, can you give us the details of that truce so we know what to bring to the table with these? I don't know if this is gonna be the same ones.
Yeah,
we don't know.
The only thing I know about that whole Del Monte clan was, as long as they weren't murdering innocent people, we just had to let them go.
Right. I mean, I know the big thing was they got a little haywire with the floods. They went a little off grid and they got seen. So
Exactly.
that's why we had to come in. So
there's, I mean, with as far as you guys can imagine, there's only a couple situations, right? It's a win-win for both of us. We get them to stop murdering. We end it in a truce. We figure out what works best for both of us. We kill them all, or we die trying.
I like option 2.
I don't think we're going to be able to kill them all.
I can work.
We don't
on
know how
backup
many
for
there
you
are.
guys.
Ooh,
Yeah,
do we get
backup.
help?
We may need to wait for some backup.
Yeah, if you guys let me know what you're thinking, we can work something out.
I guess the other problem is we don't know yet how extensive it truly is.
That's
Who's really involved.
true.
I mean, there's obviously a judge, it seems like.
All right, we need to get
We got
into
the cop.
Stone
Are the
Age.
police on this? The police that are working there, are they ghouls? Are they getting paid by the ghouls? Are they okay with this? Like,
Yeah, so
are
maybe-
we even dealing with ghouls? We think we have evidence of ghouls, but is this truly a ghoul? We don't know.
There
we
have
haven't
been
seen
no sightings.
There's
Yeah.
been no sightings.
Yeah.
We've got dead human meat being cooked, which is a telltale sign. Underground tunnels, which is a sign. I mean, that's what happened with Del Monte clan as they were coming up because of the floods. But we don't know. We got Clicky Boy, so I think we need to get the boy. We need to see what he is. I think
agree.
that's
That's our next.
that's
move.
going to be our key here.
Yeah.
And then also, just it seems like it is happening, but in game, realize that it is 75 years of this power dynamic that has
Right.
been
Yeah.
doing whatever they want to do underground for.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean,
As
who
long as
knows?
they want it.
Countless how many people?
Yeah.
If it is ghouls, how many people they've gotten to?
Right.
Yeah.
So
Like we don't know.
We don't even know how many of them are actually ghouls.
Right.
It could be just Ashcott, and he's just eating dead bodies and only wants certain ones.
I don't believe it. Yeah,
I mean, I don't believe it either, but I'm saying we have no idea.
we gotta get that boy. We gotta get in that house.
Well, that might involve me.
Oh, it's going to involve you.
Yeah, so I need to know
You're the best at that.
a little bit more about my enemy here. I know that you report.
Don't let them get close to you. That's going to be the main
Yeah, I was
thing.
gonna say. So it sounds like they are strong, fast.
They're
Strong,
superhuman speed,
fast.
superhuman strength. They got a wicked jaw bite, from what I understand. They got some claws, as they
Like Minecraft. At least we know that.
you see in the victims, you can the tear marks are pretty large. Bite marks are big too.
And how do they propagate? How do they? How do our ghouls created?
I don't know. I don't know.
That I don't
I got
know.
no idea how that goes about.
I only know how to take them out.
Understood.
So
Okay.
maybe the handler can find that out for
That's
us.
yeah.
But I don't think he knows. I don't think we did we probe the minds of the Del Monte clan when we made this. You weren't part of that. I know that. I'm just thinking out loud here.
The thermite grenade, though, was it kill ourselves if we're going to get eaten, or is it like what's the? It was just okay.
Yeah.
You swallow that
Don't
grenade.
get eaten. Got it.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah. So the handler, he's like, I'll do some more research for you guys. I'll try to figure out everything I can. The main thing is the one thing I can tell you is if they are going to change their shape into a human, it's by eating them. So you blow up you use that thermite grenade, you make sure your brain is destroyed, and then
They can't be us.
you'll be safe.
Here's another kooky idea. Is there a way to check the schedule on when they have those get-togethers or shindigs at that house? Because maybe we can get them all, like, wait till there's an event, get them all at that house, and get all of them
And then blow up the house.
all at one time. I mean, we can just, like, it doesn't have to be blow up the house. It could just be, like, something less boomy. But
They are.
Two birds, one stone.
You guys have been here for a few days, and every time it's been at a pretty regular time. Of like there's no like published schedule anywhere, but you're like, at 10 a.m. on Wednesdays, it seems like the Excellency Foundation is here. At whatever time on Thursdays, they're probably doing this. So you can find that out, but it's not like
yeah,
unpublished.
like whatever the fuck a
space.
Rotary Club is, I'm assuming it would
Yeah,
be over
yeah,
there.
But that's only like what mostly the women, right? Congregating there.
That one event was the Excellency Foundation, which was mostly just the women in the neighborhood. Yeah, but there are other events that happen at the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess we would want to get we'd want to get one where they're all in the same place as much as possible, right?
I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
I don't think it's a good idea at all. If these are ghouls and there's a bunch of them there, then we're dead.
Yeah, we
might as well just throw those grenades at them or hold them as they attack us. I don't think that's a smart move. I think our best bet, we got to get into that house of the number.
We need to get the boy.
We got to get the boy. We need to confirm that these tunnels connect. If we can find out the tunnels connect, then we know how big of a problem we're going to have.
If this boy is a ghoul, how much trouble are we is gonna be to kidnap him? Is gonna be able to how are we gonna be able to even get him out as a ghoul?
I don't know. We're gonna have to.
It's gonna be a strong bag.
I don't
Just
know if
Krampus
we
him.
can try to sedate him. We can try to. I don't think we're gonna be able to tie him up, but we could. I guess. Yeah. She's just kind of thinking
Yeah, and so the
maybe
main.
we can just have a conversation with him and figure out what the fuck's going on with him too.
Okay.
So
Main goal is information gathering. Like you want to confirm that it's a ghoul, and you want to.
We need to figure that out. We have telltale signs of it. I think that's what we're looking at, but I don't know without seeing it. The clicking, the human meat. I think Oak would start thinking. Everybody at that party we went to were other people there eating prosciutto.
Yes, that's what they were serving.
All of them are eating it.
Yeah.
So we all know. So I think she'd be like, everybody at that foundation ate that meat. Now, it doesn't mean they're all ghouls,
Right.
obviously, unless our good friend here's a ghoul staring at.
He starts looking at his
Oracle.
body. He's just like, I don't know. Everything checks out, I guess. Everything's changed so far.
Side eyes you. Looks at the other two, just like.
Okay.
Why is it
I
always
point
me?
to my gun.
Yeah.
So it's just like
don't
Agnes,
worry.
like, fuck you, Agnes.
Yeah.
Tell me now.
I'm sorry you ate human meat, and now I'm suspicious of you.
It was tasty.
It also didn't land at all how I wanted. You were like, oh, did I do it? Yes. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Did I do,
I was
what?
hoping you'd be like, no, human meat.
How could I do
I
this?
feel like he would just be like, I am distancing myself from
Yeah,
this.
that does seem like a
Yeah.
Dale Cooper response.
I think that would be where Oak's at. I keep saying Anne because of Annie Oakley. I made that joke, but I think Oak would be just like, if they're all eating that means they're all aware of what's going on here. They all might be ghouls, so I don't know if.
It's like Phasmophobia, where we're like, okay, there's clicking, there's meat. Like, it has to be a ghoul.
Right, well, I think that's where, this is her biggest fear. Like, this caused her to have a breakdown, so,
Sure.
instantly she's hyper-focused on all these things to prove that she's right.
Yeah.
Because, what she's seen, so.
So how do we cleanse an entire town?
Well,
we can see what kind of help the handler's going to, or Clark's going to
yeah,
get
he
us.
said
He's going to send us thermite, that's what he's going to do. We got to wait for
thermite
the
grenades
information.
tomorrow.
Well, in the second, so that's route 1 is whatever kill, but route 2 is if it comes to a negotiation, what possible leverage could we have?
We don't firebomb their entire village?
So it's
Nuke.
is essentially just the threat.
We're not going to
of-
nuke that. We cannot nuke an entire area.
Right, but I mean,
Access to get in a nuclear weapon to drop onto things is very illogical for us to use in this situation.
You guys
now, burning
would-
down stuff.
You guys would also know that Delta Green probably does have the ability to send in a team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We,
would trust that Delta Green does have the firepower for it.
kind of why I'm.
And I think that's why, she would kind of look at you like,
we can pass this along to them if we get the right information.
we were part of a group in Louisiana that, while we were not part of the main team going in, we helped with it. And if need be, we can cleanse out things. There are much more larger firepower people ready for this than us. We're not going to fight. This is something that's outside of our realm. Now, maybe our good friend over
I
here,
definitely have a hand in this.
yeah, he
This
might be
goes
able
down.
to, but look, I'm not. I didn't even kill one the first time. I took a couple shots at it, and
So are we to believe Delta Green would just send like 4 specialists or something?
no.
Maybe like a bunch of vultures.
A bunch of vultures.
It
That's
would be
what I
like
was thinking.
2 or 3 fucking kill teams
Yeah.
of fully kitted out,
Yeah.
M16's body armor, grenades, everything going in
Yeah.
there and wiping these,
all
Well,
right.
taking this
probably our-
nest out.
Probably our best bet.
Right?
We
no,
need,
no,
but
definitely.
we need to make sure that's
we
what
need
we're
to make sure.
Right.
And
So we should stage it though. Like we should begin preparation. Tell our handler to begin that option. No.
I think so. Yeah, be like, you make them calls, get a team ready if we need this. Get
We'll
them
find
together.
out. We'll find out more.
Yeah.
Cool.
Roger.
So what are we going to do? How do we want to approach this with them? Do we go up and say, "Hey, we know you're cool. We'll rather negotiate." 'Cause I don't want. I'm sorry, but I don't want to know the truth of them being them or not. That's not going to be good for me. I've put a lot of time in therapy to get to this point where I could talk about it and not shake. And I'm just saying, I don't know how this negotiation goes, but
So
we need to get this
here's where my
information.
head's at. We just need information. And at this point, the one thing we haven't done is call them out for lying. I mean, how out of realm can't talk today. How out of the realm of possibility is it that we just march up Stonehenge, get Abigail to the front door, and tell her we know Henry's in here, and burst our way in?
I mean, that would definitely be the road to negotiation for sure, right?
You gotta be ready for that police response. They're going to call the cops. The cops are going to come, and then we have to explain everything.
Yeah, it's
gotta
like
be quick.
threaten.
I guess
and
where I'm
then,
going with this is kidnapping.
Literal kidnapping. I love it.
We take that kid, where are we going to put him? You know, sorry, but you're not going to bring a kidnapped victim to my house. I don't really appreciate that.
We don't
so.
have access to a green box, do we?
No.
They did not give us.
Can we
one.
ask him for one? Like, you got a location, and if we kidnap somebody, we can take them to? The green box around or anything?
Sure. Yeah. That's something
Perfect.
that you can
Okay.
ask for. Yeah.
Awesome.
Do ghouls care about other ghouls? I mean,
we don't know.
that, but I'm just saying, like
I don't know.
It's not
Do
for
they, Meescha?
I didn't get that much info.
so it's not for the net leverage. You're just kidnapping again, more for confirmation and information.
Right, I think.
Well, we have to assume they care because they make nests.
Right.
Multiple ghouls.
All right, well,
I mean, that's Orion's thought is like, fuck it, we got to get this kid as soon as possible, and we need to figure out, is this a ghoul thing or is this not a ghoul thing? Seems like it is, but
maybe we could talk to him ghoul to ghoul.
So, like, an extension of this,
side-eye again.
what do we think happened to the if the people sent to that are missing, right, missing children, the second children are become ghouls? If that's what we think happened to Henry, then where are the other children? Where are the other ghouls? I wonder.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess it's an open question.
It is an open question.
I mean, I guess we could also try to explore those tunnels a bit more.
They could be all right. They're shapeshifters, right? So maybe there's other people.
Chris just thought of something else.
I did. I can't.
you say-
I can't know it as the
Yes,
character, but
yeah.
I can think of it from the outer perspective, and that is the greatest question you could have asked. And I wish like my character would know
Yeah.
more,
Right.
because like knowing about ghouls,
Yes.
Yeah.
it is so fucking
Like-
awesome.
like
it is
what do
such a cool fucking concept.
Yeah.
But I can't.
So I asked the right question. You're saying?
I mean, for an awesome question, yes,
Yes,
but
okay.
for what we're doing right
And
now,
that's probably the biggest missing link is we got to know what the hell's happening with these kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine if we're gonna go. We can go. Just
All right. I'm gonna wait for.
I'm not looking forward to them conversations if we're gonna have them there.
Yeah. I mean.
So, I mean, does anybody disagree with that plan, kidnapping the boy?
I mean, this plan sucks. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate this plan.
It does seem
There's a lot of risk, but
risky.
True. Do
But
we
like-
want to sit on for a day, wait for some thermite grenades or any additional support?
there's a little bit less danger in just like going straight to accusations. But like, if we want to confirm, yeah, I suppose that this is better.
Do we want to spook them?
Can we just go up
can-
there with a thing of meat?
I mean,
just throw it at
I
him?
think we can be pretty sure that Ashcott's one of them. Do we want to go for him first?
See, yeah, I just think that with knowing what we know about ghouls, because you all have sort of interfaced with them, and knowing having the recordings of both Henry and the butler, like we're 100 almost 100% sure, right?
I think I would say I'm probably like 80% sure. Just everything's lining up to be ghouls. It's making sense for it to be ghouls, but we don't know.
All right, well,
I mean, basically, I guess you have to make the decision. Yeah, if you think you think we need to kidnap him for the risk of doing so,
If we want to talk with the funeral home director, he might be there alone. It might be easier to have a talk with him. He might be the one leading all this. We don't know.
He
Might
might
go
be a
right-
ghoul and prove it, and then we can kill him.
I definitely know he's a ghoul. I guess.
let's head to the funeral home then.
That might be a little easier.
Okay.
And it's also to like, I mean, Can we just, it's easier to, like, get out of there and then also maybe, like, just, you know, shove him in a place and lock the door?
Yeah,
like,
we need overwhelming force. We need to subdue him, right? Because that's the only leverage we have, I think. Is at least subdue him and then negotiate.
We can try.
So we need, like, firepower. We need those grenades for sure. Because, as, like, a mutually assured destruction.
So what are you guys doing?
I think we should go talk to the funeral director.
Yeah, I like the funeral director idea.
My thought is to directly confront him on it.
Agreed.
The only thing I'm iffy on is, do we wait a day to get grenades just in case? Like, to follow that directive?
Well, I think we have to.
Spend-
We should do that anyways, yeah.
Okay. So not confront him today. Spend today doing what? Some research?
Yeah, waiting for that. Maybe getting whatever preparation we need that isn't coming.
Was he able to get the records, hacked records of the accounting for the...
Sure, yeah. We'll say like the next morning when you wake up, there's like one of those brown like desk file boxes with like a lid, and it's just like full of documents.
Okay.
And then you see like there's like a note in there that says like no Gray Malkin payments, and like if you want to go through them, like you don't see any payments to or from Gray Malkin.
Okay. Is there any payments that are to... Okay, cool. That's fine. So I'm just trying to think if there be anything...
And you guys have access to those, so if you want to, like, if you think of a question that you want... And,
Yeah, because I have a 60 in accounting, so I don't know if that's good enough to just go through it or if you want me to roll.
It is good enough to go through it, but it's just going to take a few hours.
Right, exactly, yeah. So, well, I think if this is going to be something we're going to sit around and not do anything, I might be digging through those. Just seeing if there's a regular payment that goes somewhere else, that kind of thing. Just like, you know, where was the money going? Like trustees,
Right.
any of that kind of stuff. Is there anything? Yeah. Like if the money's all, they send $300 to like a scholarship. What's the scholarship? Is it tied to what groups, kind of thing?
Yeah. Where's
So-
all this money coming from?
And
Where's
I
it
don't
going?
know if any of that is actually going to show up in there or not. But
Yeah.
she's just kind of digging through that. She's like, well, if we're gonna wait and we're not going to do anything today, I'm gonna dig through these records and see what I can find, if anything. Just give me something to take my mind off all of this. Unless you guys want to go now, we want to go confront whatever this is.
I think it's best to go with Clark's recommendation. Wait for the grenade.
I don't have a whole lot of.
Yeah.
I don't know how readily available it is. How readily available is it to buy a grenade in Atlanta?
Ooh, that's actually a good question.
Probably not. I think it's pretty regulated.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like
Still,
Florida.
where the FBI headquarters are, I think it might be tough.
Yeah.
Maybe we could go check the FBI headquarters and see if they just got a grenade laying in the
Lost and found.
lost and found, or they got the evidence locker we could break into, take some there.
And I do want to specify that he said these are going to be thermite grenades.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like
Fire. Like
a burning
Yeah.
crate. It's not like a boom. It's like a
It's
like
a high intensity heat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a
And he-
Molotov cocktail.
And he was basically
sticky good.
Yeah.
shove that in someone's mouth and make sure their brain is destroyed.
Yeah. Didn't Judge Dredd, didn't he have those?
So,
Probably. It's Judge Dredd.
I never saw that.
just Chris, your question about hand grenades.
Yeah.
They are an incidental expense.
Right.
No,
That's
Okay.
that's a hand grenade.
I don't think they're like finding only you readily buy a grenade off the
Yeah,
streets.
no, probably
like,
not.
But I mean, there's like if Ocelot like had a
tied to the military, sure.
right.
I don't think
same
any of us
with
have like
Orion.
ex-military stuff.
Wasn't Orion ex-military?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's
Well, no,
there's,
he's an ex-police officer.
there's okay.
Oh yeah, you got a grenade then.
Yeah, probably.
We've militarized the police to that
I
point.
mean,
Checks
I'm
inside
part of
the
the
cargo
I'm part of the
pocket.
FBI hostage.
That's what I'm
rescue
saying.
team.
Yeah. So there's things that you guys can do to
Right.
acquire them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should get, if we can, let's get something, because I want overwhelming force. That's the whole point. I want to, like, surround him. I want to be the closest. I want someone to talk and be bureaucratic and persuade, and then I want the other two to be further away so that, like, you're still a threat, but you're not, like, he can't swipe you, like, wide over. I want to be the closest because I think I have the military experience to, I'm our best defense, I think. If he's going to go for anyone, it should be me.
Fair. You want to use yourself as bait? Go for it.
So you guys are doing this tomorrow when you get the thermite grenade.
Yes.
Sounds
Yeah.
like it.
And, and anything else we can get to assist this effort, yeah.
Okay. So what are you guys doing today?
I'm gonna look through the accounting records, see if there's anything else that stands out besides the No Gray Malcolm. That's my plan. Spend 4 hours digging through them, fine tooth comb, picking over everything, see if there's anything that stands out.
Okay.
Ocelot, shock and awe acquisition.
Okay. Sounds good.
It's a bear spray.
This is probably fruitless, but it would probably just be something to get more information out of. But Agent Oracle would probably spend a good amount of the rest of the day trying to get how these families are connected to each other, like a history, like, oh, this guy came from this and he does this in the town, and just get more like a baseline information, who controls what.
Okay.
Probably fruitless, but it's just something to do.
Okay.
Other than sit there and sip coffee.
Yep. Orion?
I think I'm trying to gather up weapons and equipment for tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe I was trying to find it in here, but anything that might be able to sedate him,
Sure.
like in case it comes to that, and we want to.
Okay.
But so I'm trying to figure out like what that's gonna take.
Right.
If I'm gonna need to like roll if I can find some restricted material.
Right.
Net gun.
Yeah.
Net cannon.
But anyways, that's what he's doing, is basically preparing for tomorrow.
Okay. So we can probably start with the acquisition of stuff. What role do you guys want to roll to go about getting them? Do you have like a military science or a bureaucracy, or what would your character want to use to get these things?
I guess my closest that you've listed is military science at 40.
It doesn't have to be something I've listed either, just something that you think is relevant.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, that'd be really best. I mean, I have crazy good firearms, but I mean, that's more for gun acquisition, if anything. Which, yeah.
But I would say like a grenade is I wouldn't not call it a firearm.
Right, it's like, it's in that, yeah, the same people who would sell really good firearms. Yeah, exactly.
Right,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Tyler,
Yes.
what would you want to roll for that?
So I guess where I'm still trying to figure out is I'm not even finding like a tranquilizer or anything in here.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm trying to get some restricted stuff, that's going to be, I believe it's criminology to find black market things.
Right.
So maybe that's what I'm thinking, is I want to roll criminology to see if I can find some black market dealer today.
Sure. If you want to roll criminology and you want to roll firearms, and I'm sure that's not how firearms works, but it is in my game.
All
so
right.
yeah, go
Nice.
ahead.
Sounds good, yeah.
6.
Oh, damn. No way. What was your criminology, by the way?
30.
Damn, yeah. 32, success for me. As
Nice. Okay. So maybe we see Orion like maybe he has a connect out in Atlanta.
I think maybe, yeah, like I just happen to know like an old buddy moved down to the area or something years ago.
Yeah,
or actually maybe a contact I made through the FBI.
Yeah. So someone hooks you up with an informant that they've worked with in the past who's like, yeah, if you talk to this guy and you say I sent you, I'm sure he'll be able to find something. And I'll say that you are able to get, you don't know what the substance is, but the guy tells you it shouldn't be dangerous. And if you're like, what if you're using it for like a smaller person? He doesn't ask any questions, but he's like, yeah, maybe just don't use that much.
Okay.
Yeah, but you shouldn't kill him. You should be fine.
Cool.
And then maybe with the successful firearms, like you're sort of like a similar idea going into like some sort of like random shady or gun shop around Atlanta, and you like you start talking shop with the guy, and you're like, hey, I'm happen to be looking for this particular thing. I don't see that you have it here. Maybe he sets you up with like a private seller in the location that does have. So what are you looking for? More thermite grenades or a bigger gun?
So, I mean, I would definitely think like some probably normal, like real grenades, like actual boom boom grenades.
Okay.
Just as more, once again, like mutually assured destruction kind of. I guess that'd be good. It's like, I don't know if fire is useful, but I mean, but
We have to assume if they're giving us thermite grenades, there's a reason for that.
Right.
Makes valid
and
sense.
it burns your brain, at least, in terms of them eating.
So that's what you got from Clark, is those thermite grenades are for you guys.
Right.
They are not for you to throw
Yeah.
at anything. It's for you to shove in your own mouth.
You can't tell me I live my life.
Yeah.
Well,
Or butthole.
Right.
Mouth or butthole.
Tonight,
True.
I might be boofing thermite.
I mean, if you're trying to blow your brain up, I don't think your brain's in your butthole, but
I mean,
I don't know your anatomy quite well there.
Which one will you enjoy better?
My last act will be sanctimonious self-immolation. Via butthole. Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know, like, I would want, basically, the most, like, threatening, thing, and like not to go back to Blaze, but like a flamethrower sounds pretty nice if he has it.
Yeah. So I mean, with your guys' knowledge of like, well, I don't really know how to get rid of them. You tell me. If you want a flamethrower, yeah, you can get a flamethrower.
Yeah, I'd love to sound like, yeah, exactly. Like I'm looking for lethality here. So
I'm looking
flamethrower.
for an assault rifle if I can get one too.
Like an illegal one or just illegal?
Just a legal.
Yeah,
Actually,
if
you
guys
can
go
find like
to that gun
AR-15
shop,
or...
Yeah, because I assume just a gun is probably another incidental expense.
Yeah, I mean they usually are.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're trying to get
that's
like a
not
full
problem.
auto, that's a different thing than like a...
Yeah, like it's basically
semi-automatic.
semi-automatic is there. It's like you need to, like, what am I trying to say? Like work with tools to make it automatic.
Right.
But you can get a semi-automatic.
Yeah, that's not a problem at all. Yeah.
Do you know what the most lethal gun is that uses firearms as a role, and what the
Probably sniper rifle?
is a well, that's true. Yeah.
A very heavy rifle.
Yeah.
It is
So
has
heavy.
a lethality of 20%.
Oh damn! But that's probably a heavy. It's probably a heavy machine.
Probably like a saw.
Heavy weapons roll.
408 Shaytek, .50 Browning, Barrett Model 82A1 are all examples. I don't
I know those off the top of my head.
Yeah. Do you know if that's heavy weapons roll?
No, it's fire. It's specifically firearms.
Oh.
Yeah, I think
it's-
heavy weapons is like a bazooka.
Oh wow!
think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually
Okay.
like a
Vulture had a bazooka.
Yeah. So I guess
Grenade
like,
launcher,
Grenade
grenade
launcher, general purpose machine gun.
But if you had a
Oh, so
big
machine
machine
guns are
gun,
there. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
that's also heavy weapons.
Yep.
I figured that.
Okay.
Heavy machine guns.
Guess we're not dutching this up.
What about a net cannon? Like a net cannon, not Nick Cannon, but net cannon.
Oh, nets.
So we're gonna you wanted to have more kids?
But what if we just like net him? Like just get him in a net.
I
I feel like
mean,
the net wouldn't be strong enough unless it's like super.
I like the comical aspect of that where we shoot a net on it and it just like rips it with its claws and steps out of it, but it could happen.
I mean, with 4 net cannons, you know, what if it's like we're all Spider-Man, we're just webbing them down, you know? I don't know, I'm just kidding, probably not. It looks stupid.
we get some bolos too, then just wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Is
So
there
yeah,
a net cannon in the book?
yeah.
No, I don't think there's a net cannon in the book.
So
You
yeah,
should write it though. You should make that.
most lethal.
There are T-shirt cannons. But
firearm roll is what my character would know, like the best guns, and I'm looking at So I would try
Are you trying to
get
get? Are you trying to be up close?
yeah.
Because I mean, the shotguns do.
I was gonna say shotgun's actually pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah, they do 2d8 damage.
2d8. Okay. Do they have a lethality at all?
No, they don't.
Okay.
But I'm thinking like an AR-15 that has burst fire, so I can do that if I'd like.
Yeah.
can't buy that legally.
They are. It's not fully automatic.
Right. Semi-automatic, you pull the trigger and a bullet shoots.
No, but there's burst fire as well.
No.
What can we attain legally? Because all I have is a medium pistol, and I don't think that's going to do fuck all.
Well, but I would say like you were probably aware of their plan to go get guns. So if you're like, hey, look for this for me, you can get some.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Give me that sawed-off shotty.
So I guess like is there a gun better than a shotgun, even at a close range? Like even if it's like a shotgun, I know, like, but it technically isn't like even necessarily.
I mean,
better.
that's the most. If you're talking statistically, a shotgun has the highest.
I know,
like-
but by this rule book, is that true?
No, that's what I mean. Like,
Oh.
if you're talking statistically, the way dice like determine if
Oh.
you're determining, 2d8 is the most you're going to get on a firearm.
Okay, that's fair. Cool.
I mean, otherwise you're getting into like heavy rifle territory where you're like
Basically a sniper rifle.
It's like I'm trying to think like a lethality of like 10, because if you roll like what, it's adding the 2 numbers.
So you would shoot and then you roll for damage, and if your damage roll is below
Yeah,
the
it's-
lethality rating, you instantly kill it.
Right.
Otherwise, you add the 2 numbers together.
Oh, and it would be hard to get like as good of a number. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's fair. I see it. Yeah. Shotgun sounds good. I think.
Cool.
Yeah.
And a sawed-off shotgun for Oracle.
I think
Yeah.
a bunch of
Or-
shotguns sounds good.
Shotgun adjacent. I mean, I know there's shotguns, but whatever, is legally attained.
A
That's
blunderbuss?
I don't know what
black
that is.
powder rifle.
I think a sawed-off shotgun is super legal, but they're going to like the sketchy.
I don't think they are legal. I don't think you can modify a shotgun.
Yeah,
that
I think
way.
it's like really, really legal, but that's why they're doing it.
You can
It's
do it
like
yourself.
they're
You
going
just
to,
saw
like,
the
a
end off.
private seller, so I'm
Is
sure you
that
can
how
get
you-
one.
Yeah, that is. It is. It didn't come that way.
I assumed.
You want like the 2, like the break ones, or
Oh, which one's cooler?
Typically, the break ones are the ones that are sawed off.
Okay, but like how many pieces of...
2.
2, so you'd have to do it every 2 rounds.
Yeah.
And how many are the other ones?
Anywhere
It's
between
like a
8 to
ton.
10 rounds if you're getting an automatic.
Shotguns, if we're talking about the 5 ammo capacity.
I'd rather do the 5 ammo capacity.
Well, so just to keep in mind, that's the 5. That's not how many like you have in a gun at one time.
Oh, yeah, because you have to... Okay, no, I
Oh no,
understand
shotgun.
No, yeah,
there
shotgun.
are shotguns you can. There are shotguns that you can load multiple shells into.
But a sawed-off shotgun?
No, shot off. That's what I'm saying. You typically shot off is like a double barrel, so
Right.
you'd only have 2.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They would not have an ammo capacity of 5.
Right? Yeah, you have
Right.
2.
Yeah.
Right.
But
So I would logically go with the 5.
So a
one.
regular shotgun.
Regular shotgun.
So 2 of those.
is that tactical or is
grenades.
it like tactical shotgun? You probably want one with the handle with the shoulder. It's got the pump grip. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was like thinking. I was like,
No, you're
imagine-
Were you guys getting anything else?
No, yeah, I think that sounds right. Honestly, I think the shotguns are probably the best. Like, flamethrower is not gonna really make sense in that close proximity. Like, the skirmish is gonna be like in the funeral home, like.
Well,
Yes.
for
tight, really tight,
Christmas
yeah.
all.
It's like I think shotguns are probably the way to go.
That was me hitting the table, not bumping the mic.
Yeah.
You brought up the liquid with the fucking things, and we completely glossed over that.
Yes.
Oh.
I think that's something that we like. I'm going to be doing the
The,
accounting
the gelatinous
Gelatinous.
Yes.
substance.
with the.
Completely forgot.
ARAVMB.
So we need to figure out. That's something that after we need to figure out what that is.
So maybe it is a definitely good thing that we're going to hit the funeral director first.
Yeah, because it was a gray liquid or a goop.
Gelatinous substance.
Gelatinous substance. I would say in the middle of a goop and a liquid.
Gray.
But it wasn't like a coconut oil where it's like super
no,
thick.
It was gelatinous.
Well,
yeah.
That's what Talos gets pretty thick like that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
No.
Right.
I see where it's almost like a balm.
Yes.
No, not like that. It was
Okay.
like more of a liquid. I see what
Gotcha.
you're saying. Like
Yeah, yeah.
if you were to like kind of shift it,
Yeah.
you could tell.
Okay, because like rendered fat, it will harden up.
Right,
and, yeah,
right.
okay,
It was
gotcha.
not. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like a jello.
Yes, there we go.
Gelatinous. All right.
Like I don't know if you guys have ever had like if you go into like a boba tea place and they put like pudding, and it's like that.
Okay.
It's like pudding in like a smoothie.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna go confront the dick weasel
Yeah.
guy.
So it's been a day. We got
Dick
our
weasel.
thermite.
Do I find anything going through the counting stuff that sticks out, or
So you
4
are
hours?
going through for 4 hours. The main thing with the 60 accounting, you said?
Yes, 60.
You don't see anything. The main thing that you notice, there's nothing involving Grey Malkin.
Right.
There's payments coming from what appears to be the Venable Estate, and other payments coming into Solomon and Toro.
Mm-hmm.
And it also looks like they're doing some transactions with another law firm known as DRJ. It doesn't. They're itemized as in there, but
Yeah.
if you're looking at for like a note, there's no description of what.
And
the
if I look up
payment's for.
that, what is DRJ?
That it looks to be like a humongous, like really important law firm that handles like super high powered like defense cases.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like if you're like a war criminal, you like hire DRJ.
All right.
Well, that's not good.
Do I find anything with looking through the history? Nothing? I'm assuming nothing.
And I'm so sorry. Remind me the specifics of the search.
I was looking through the big shot callers of the town. So, like the names that we've have currently been looking through and seeing if there's any any historical facts from where their family came from.
I see what you're saying. What are you? Do you have like a search role, or what roles? What skill would you want to look?
I mean,
use
probably
for-
search with minus 20. Because
Okay,
I
that's
am
right.
honorable.
I appreciate it because I completely forgot.
No.
What is your search role?
It's 70.
Okay, yeah. What's the with the 50 search? Let's see if you get a crit success.
I got a 12.
Okay. You don't see anything as far as like connections between the shot callers, but you do see like the Venables have run this whole town or this whole like little community which essentially, like, they are the most influential people in Atlanta. So they're basically running Atlanta for the past, since it was created.
Okay.
They have done, you have noticed that they've done such a good job of, like, you kind of put this all together of the old sale documents that you guys found for the houses, the language that was on that. You can tell that the Venables have been basically the private seller every single time. So, like, you've noticed that when a house goes up for sale, basically the Venables buy it and then sell that to someone of their choosing.
That's like Irvine, California shit.
Yeah.
So they can essentially, like, put judges into place, or they can put, like, business owners where they want, and, like, you're noticing this pattern of, like, everyone who is involved in this community is directly because the Venables decided that they should be there.
Got it. Venables.
So why did their kid go missing?
They're next in line? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a mystery.
All right.
So I'm doing some reading back through my notes. So the day that we're taking to get all this stuff is Friday.
Yes.
So if we wait till the next day, it's Saturday. Do we have any info on where the funeral home director supposedly lives? Because what if he's not there? Like,
We have no idea.
I guess there's only one way to find out. Go in his tunnels.
I guess we go kill somebody, so there's a body there he has to work on.
So in this Friday, are you guys doing anything else? Was this the full day? You guys, I mean, it is completely appropriate to be like, we're waiting for...
Yeah, I think at the very least Orion would steer clear of Druid Hills.
That makes sense.
Just try to not let them get any more suspicious.
Do you guys want to just jump to when the grenades do show up from the handler and then just take it from there? Or do you
Sure.
guys want to...
Yeah.
Okay, so next morning...
Kind of want to call that Grey Malkin again, though.
Yeah, because one thing that you have noticed by now, maybe you wake up and realize, like,
They never called.
she said that Henry was going to call.
Oh, absolutely. I
And
said I
then
was going
you
to call back
never-
every day, and that's what we called the next day.
Right. You
Yeah.
never...
Do you want to give him a call?
I'll give him a call.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Voice.
that's what I assumed.
Yeah.
One quick question is like the funeral home owner slash butler, right? Right? It was the
No.
same
Well,
person.
no.
No, same
No, it's a
different
different
people.
person.
Sorry.
Jeremiah Ashcott
Yeah.
was yelling at Samuel the butler.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I right. Okay. The funeral homeowner, like, have we seen him at the? We saw him at the estate, right?
Yep.
That's the only time
Right.
we've
He's
seen him.
He's helping her with the estate.
Right. And has it only been the one time we saw him there, or
Yep.
was there? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Plus the recording that I had,
Yeah.
which theoretically he was there. I'm just like, okay. I'm wondering, yeah, because we've only seen him at the manor. We really haven't seen him for funeral home. So yeah, I'm like wondering if he'll be
Yeah.
there. But
I think there's more about Abigail, too, that we're not looking into.
Yeah.
Might be.
She's a little bit too complicit with, dying parents.
Ding dong.
Oh,
Ring at the doorbell.
KGB.
Ding dong.
this is the funeral home.
No, this is Agent Oaks.
Oh,
I got a ring doorbell, thank you very much.
oh shit.
Okay, you get a ding dong on your cell phone.
Who's there?
And it's just a guy in, like, a black jacket and black glasses, and he's like, I have a delivery.
Oh, we're the next morning. Gotcha.
Grenades.
All right, yeah, well,
I slip out the back and I'm like ready to like circle around.
I'll open the door and look at him like, all right, you got to
And it's just like a big, like, folded
Yeah.
brown paper bag, and he hands it to you.
That's how you deliver grenades.
appreciate you.
Amazon
Oh,
style.
Do I need to tip you in any way or
He
shape?
just
or form?
walks away.
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you. Appreciate you.
Yep.
God bless.
Yep.
I think of like
It's-
Dwight's friend.
Moe's.
Yeah, most.
Yeah.
It's just four, like, big thermite grenades.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are they in a carton, like at eggs, or just like
No,
free
just
form?
Lucy's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couple Lucy grenades.
Yeah.
Organic.
So you just got to pull the pin here. No.
All right. Sick.
Well, here's one for you. Here's one for you. Here's one hot potato.
And so we can say it's probably 8 a.m.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. What are you guys doing?
Sounds like we're going to a funeral home.
Heading to the funeral home.
It's going to be a funeral one way or another.
So do you guys pull up to the funeral home and just walk in the front?
I guess we would talk about this approach. My approach is find the guy and immediately begin threatening him.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure, I
I don't mean like I'm gonna fucking kill you, but just like we know what you are.
Right. Yeah,
What are
that's
you doing here?
That's what it sounded like. He's just,
Yeah.
I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
So the way I see this in my head,
Just waterboarding.
yeah. As someone who is in the funeral home, I just feel like I've been thinking about this. So if we meet him at the reception or whatever, right? If he is there, one, we want to go in when there's not really anybody there, if we can. So like wait to see if there's people in there, and if not,
I
we
guess
head
so.
on it.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Early morning on a Saturday, no one's there.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah, that's a pretty prime funeral time. So
Right.
Well, but yeah, it is, but
It's
no
not,
one's there. Okay,
but-
okay.
Yeah. So
I was
waiting
like,
until
I
it's
would
kind
do
of
it.
free.
They always make it at like 3 p.m. on a Thursday. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So we go in. I'm thinking. Sorry, I'm missing. I'm bad on
Oracle.
names. Oracle is the talker. Okay.
I am.
I'm walking. I'm kind of side by side because once again, I always want to be near him in case whatever be imposing and threatening. Y'all are also there, but you're sort of like flanking. Like kind of, you're just you're behind. You walk behind. You go one corner, and what we do is what was the room of the draining station room? Like what's the name of that room?
Operating room.
On the first floor, operating room. So I say, you go, hey, we're FBI. We need to talk to you. So you be imposing, and you say like you're very confident, and you say, can we see your operating room, please? And so I see us escorting him to the operating room under the pretense that we need to see something as FBI.
Assuming
he's gonna ask for a warrant.
Yeah,
He's gonna
This
right
is
up
why
and ask for a warrant.
we're past the point of being nice. This is why I say
that's fine.
We
That's
go
fine.
in and we go. We know what the fuck you are. What are you doing here?
I'm saying that I would love to threaten him into that room first, if we can. Like, if it takes threatening, because I would love to get
So
him in
we'll
a place...
start off being innocent with that, and then if he
Yes.
stonewalls us or tries to be
and
like,
then we
no.
threaten him into the room, and if that doesn't work, then we fight there. But I'd love to get him into that opera.
Sure, that makes sense.
Are we going in with guns out, or are we seeing if there's anyone
I'm not
in
bringing
there?
my rifle in. I'm just having my pistol.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my pistol.
Just my service weapon.
All right. We can get shotguns enough for y'all if you want to.
No, I think Orion wanted the rifle to, like, if something starts to go down, he's got access to a more powerful weapon. Confronting this guy, maybe, like Clark said, maybe there's some kind of deal that can be struck.
Yeah, if we walk in
that
there with
requires
shotguns,
no-
I think he's just gonna call the cops right away if he sees us coming up with
He calls
shotguns.
the cops.
if he's
Shoot
even
him.
there.
Yeah, exactly. We're just gonna be there or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, or there might be like 3 people looking at coffins for loved ones in there, and then we don't want those people seeing us, so
We kill them as well. No,
shove them in the coffins.
those are yours now.
Is there like? This is such a weird question, but is there like there's like shotgun like bags, like it's like a holder,
Yeah.
it's like a
Yeah,
case,
case,
sure,
right?
yeah,
like
yeah,
like not a hard case, not like an
No,
instrument.
they have
but-
like
Yeah.
duffel bags. kind
Yeah,
of.
I'd love to like have all of that for all the shotguns that aren't concealable. I'd love so for I think do you have a shotgun?
I do.
Okay.
Walk
And I
into
was
the
going to
funeral home
ask
with
that.
a duffel bag full of shotguns.
Yes. Well, just like one per person, right? I've got mine, she's got hers,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Sure.
and they're kind of ready to be taken out, but like they're in their case.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
Okay.
So you guys are going up to the
What do you
funeral.
think? Is that good?
Oh, that's
Works for me.
Guys,
All right.
going up to the funeral home just by the front door.
Yeah.
Any
yes.
cars? Are there any cars?
Nope, nope. It looks like they're just opening for the day. Probably not. It's not like they have like a neon open sign,
Right.
but the like front doors unlocked, and
the
there's
other thing
people
is,
like.
we don't even know if he's going to be here.
No,
so
we
that's
don't.
why I don't think we need a duffel bag full of crap right out. Right
I
out
mean, they
the-
don't know.
how
Is
we
it
find out he
obvious
is.
it's guns?
1 sec. Go out. Come back with a duffel bag. Good to go.
Yeah. So let's check. Yeah.
As you guys pull up, maybe it's like a gravel like parking lot. As you like
Sure.
pull up, and you see kind of just like a bigger guy in like a green like landscaping jumpsuit, and he's kind of like shuffling with the rake across. Hello. And then if you guys open up the front door, you see this like really nice, lovely funeral home. It's pretty big, and there's a young woman up front, and her name tag says Dorothea. And she says, "Hi, how can I help you?"
Dorothea?
Dorothea.
I don't know about that name.
And we don't
It
recognize
could just
her.
be pronounced Dorothy, but she has an A at the end of it.
Oh.
So,
Yeah,
And we don't recognize her. She's a new person.
well, yeah. Give me an alertness.
Sure.
Give me an alertness.
I can't read it. What is it?
Oh, 63. Above 60.
Ah, so close.
Mark it for 1.
Yep.
This is a completely new. Yeah. Have no idea.
No, I don't remember.
I guess I can.
That.
So that's fine.
we're looking for Mr. Ashcott.
Yeah, I think Oak is like staring around constantly, like watching her back and everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Jeremiah is actually at Stonehenge.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
is he?
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
Well, then I
That's
guess
a
we
lot
get
of
back in the car and we decide how we're going to handle it differently.
Yeah.
I guess
We need to get him or the kid.
And Dorothea's like, excuse me?
so. So now that
So we
we're
get
in the
back
car,
in the car.
Yeah. So we just do the same plan in the manor. Does that sound good?
Well, if it's, 9 in the morning now at this point, maybe?
Sure, yeah.
I mean, this is broad daylight. We can say we need to speak to him and just pull him into a private room and tell him we know what he is.
I forgot. Like, he probably sleeps at the manor. Now that I think about it, he was probably one of the 2 people that were up in like their bedrooms.
I mean, he probably does, but we were just trying to think of the best place to
That's
find him.
fine.
I mean, I think at this point, go to try to talk to him.
Yep.
It's the last chance before we tell Clark we just need a kill team in here.
Yeah, so you roll up to the Stonehenge?
That sounds like.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Unless there's any disagreements.
No, I mean, I don't want to wait around too long. It's like the thing is like, yeah, ideally maybe we go at night or whatever now. But I think we're gonna run out of time and bad things are gonna happen. So I think we just need to do stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I have a feeling that he's just going to be like, I have nothing to share with you. No warrant. We're not going to get any answers. And then
We're gonna get forceful. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, if you guys roll up to Stonehenge, you get the dong 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 dong. And Abigail answers the door,
Okay.
and then she closes it behind her and steps out to talk to you guys.
okay.
Hi, how can I help you guys?
How polite. How polite. Hi, Abigail. I was here the other day.
Agent Hooper.
Oracle. What, we do
Agent Oracle, that's right.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be crazy if she was like,
Yeah.
Agent Hooper?
It would.
I'm so happy you've come.
I was like making sure it was like, is that the
I'm
case?
sorry, I was trying to be polite as her.
No,
Okay.
yeah.
Agent Oracle.
Yes. It's just so happy to see you again. You were just so hospitable last time. We just have a few follow-up questions if you'd be so kind, if
Of
you have
course.
time.
Sure.
Is Jeremiah about, do you know?
Yeah, I think he's probably here somewhere.
Yeah, would it be okay if we talk to him a little bit?
Sure. And then she will go in for a couple minutes, and then Jeremiah will open the door and be like, hi, how can I help you?
Does he also step out and close the door behind him?
No, he just opens the door and to talk to you guys.
To talk to us. Okay. And do I, upon seeing him, do I see anything? Does he look distraught? Does he look like he's been rushing? Does he look like...
He looks great. He looks like he woke up at like 5 and he's been ready all day.
Damn.
He's like in a nice like posh house jacket with like an ascot.
Eating well, I guess.
well done.
And his hair's like combed back in like a coif, you know?
Yeah.
How can I help you?
We just have some follow-up questions regarding the case we're working on, and just your cooperation would really help us along with finding some answers along this case.
Oh, okay. What case was it?
Oh, well, we're trying to... Wait, why didn't we tell him the first time? It was the Henry Venables? We wanted to confirm the whereabouts of Henry Venables?
Yeah, well, we were looking into
Or
that.
Henry?
Oh, it's an open case.
Yeah, his whereabouts are... Let's see, how do I do this without being like...
So, listening to that, to this kind of fumble around and be like, Mr. Ashcroft, can you step outside? Can we talk to you?
Of course. And he'll close the door behind him.
And I'll walk a little bit away from the front door. Just be like, oh, so, well, let's just be honest here. I think I'm pretty sure I know couple secrets you have.
Please
Yeah.
share. Do tell.
I'm walking really close now. If he's doing this, like I'm right with him. Like I'm
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Is it all 4 of you guys or just
We're all 4 here.
I think we would have talked about. Do we want to be subtle or to just straight up tell him we think you're a ghoul?
Well, it seems like you're not being subtle.
No,
so
no,
I think you
we
made
need-
that choice.
we need-
you guys can have this conversation
Yeah, no,
beforehand. Yeah.
Because we were gonna just pull him aside or get him somewhere private and confront him. So that's the question.
Yeah, so this isn't private is my only problem. Like I would love to get him in. Like this is
Well, yeah, no, I know it's not. But like, was our tone going to be Orion wants to go? I know you're a fucking ghoul.
Yes, I want to do that too.
And I'm kind of playing it like the
line there.
megalomania
Yeah.
thing. Like part of it, the megalomania is he thinks he's 100% right in his approach.
Oka's like backed away. Like,
Yeah.
oh, if this is it, like she's not
Right.
But
Well,
like,
and it doesn't
she's-
have to be, but like so.
But like the question is, I guess we would be like, we've seen the tunnels, we've seen the human meat, or would we try to be a little more subtle in that? Because I'm perfectly willing to right now be like, we know you have human meat underneath.
Yes, I want that, and then ideally, right. This is my goal. So whatever we do with this is whatever. My goal was to limit his escape routes and show him overwhelming force.
You know what? Actually, I have a. Can we do a small little retcon thing? You were taking pictures underneath the morgue.
Oh yeah.
I would just show him a picture of that.
Just show
Be
him
like,
footage.
yeah, I'd be like, you don't know the secret, so here, does this look familiar? And like, show him a picture.
So are we going with we're confronting him outside?
I mean, yeah,
I feel like the
Okay.
response time of the police guys are just like, we have like minutes, right?
but like this is the tactic I'm going. Like, I know you have secrets. Show him that. See his reaction. Like a picture of like the hanging meat. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
and I guess now that we're doing this, like I literally I had this in my hand. I show him like the pin of a grenade wrapped around my hand, and I literally just show him.
I don't know if we need to do that part, but if that's what you want to do it.
They're
Literally,
like prison
does-
gangsters.
That was my plan. I communicated this.
yeah,
Overwhelming
yeah.
force.
No,
limit
no,
his
Yeah,
escape.
you did.
All
You
right.
did, you did.
love it.
Yeah.
Okay,
so,
so-
the only question I have is: are Oracle and Oak standing back? Or are you guys all
I'm
four?
back. She is not. If this guy's a ghoul, now that she knows that, she is not
I'm
getting in
keeping.
the area.
Yeah.
I'm keeping about 3-4 feet distance, but like showing him.
I'll tell you
You
what.
pulled him off to the side.
I'm within 20 meters of my, because my gun has
Okay,
a meter
gotcha.
of 20
Okay.
meters.
Yeah,
Within
perfect.
20
I
meters.
need to be close enough in order to read him for information to know if he's telling the truth, lying, or if there's anything I can get.
So maybe I'm more back towards the street, like keeping an eye to see if there are cop cars coming.
Yeah, and I've communicated as part of this plan that like when this happens, y'all have your weapons ready because and this is what I tell him. I show the grenade and I go, all of us are ready. To,
Well, no, I want to see his reaction
Yeah,
to this
so-
picture.
I mean that's fine. I say that. I don't care.
In my mind,
Yes.
and this is just how I'm kind of working it out, is Abigail opens the door, steps out. This is from the beginning.
Sure,
right?
yeah.
Abigail opens the door, steps out. You say, "Is Jeremiah here? We need to ask him some questions." She goes and gets him. He stands in the doorway. And then you say, "Can we please talk to you in private?" One of you guys does. He says, "Of course." He closes the door. He steps out onto the front doorstep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys chat for a little bit, and then you guys being Oracle and Ashcott, excuse me, and then Orion says, "Let's talk a little bit more privately." You guys walk away, all four of you a couple steps away, except for Oak at the door.
I'm thinking Oak's more towards the street.
Like walk
20
past.
meters. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm within 20 meters of them, but I'm kind of more towards the street. And my idea was like, I'm gonna watch see if I can see those police cars come in, and then
okay.
I'll let y'all know. I'll make like a bird noise.
Okay, and then
So I'm basically like, look, I know you have a couple secrets you probably want kept hidden.
please enlighten me.
And
Do tell.
I'd show him a picture I would have got
Yeah.
from Ocelot of like the meat processing stuff underneath the morgue.
And then he sort of like,
Do I get like?
tightens up, and he says, "That could be anything.
It could be.
It could be."
I'm just letting. No, I think we understand each other a little bit. Like, I mean, I get some kind of reaction out of him.
Yes. You
But then-
definitely see a flush of red come up in his face,
Yeah.
and he's definitely uncomfortable.
That's really all I needed to get from him.
Right.
And then I would tell him, this doesn't need to go badly. There might be some arrangement we can come to, but we want to know what is going on.
I think we'll call it an episode.
Oh shit!
Fuck yes. So did he, huh?
I want to. Chris is just mad because he had a bunch of stock in that baby oil company, and now it's all crashing.
I was gonna make so much.
Yeah.
I had to look it up because I saw so many memes making fun of Diddy and baby oil. I'm like, what the
Misha's
fuck is going on?
Misha's over here like, who's Diddy?
Sorry,
Are they
sorry
talking about
for the older
Puff
folks.
Daddy?
Yeah, Puff Daddy,
What? Are they talking about love?
Sean John.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't.
Maybe he was just mining crypto, and he needed the oil to cool his graphics
His
cards.
PCs.
No, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he used it for sex parties.
Okay, guys, no more Diddy talk.
All right.
Not on this
Oh
podcast.
man!
Yeah, I have control over
Never
this
gonna do
one.
anything fun.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for our parrot podcast, Freak Off. where-
All right, enough Diddy talk.
Yeah.
I need a promise out of all you.
No more Diddy talk. That's the last
Tyler.
time I'll say that name. There we go.
Fine, I won't talk about Diddy.
Thank you.
My character in Smash Bros. My main is Diddy. Yes.
You are allowed. You two are allowed to talk about Diddy Kong.
Okay. Cool.
Diddy Kong Racing's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game was dope.
All right.
Donkey Kong Country 2.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Let's talk. Yeah. Let's talk. Diddy. Oh, wait.
Wait.
Okay. So. That'll give me a week to think about it.
Damn. I wish I had a week. No, that's good.
Yep.
You do have a week.
I know that's true.
We're
Well,
playing
I'm not.
next
No, I'm
Sunday.
saying like when I choose. to
Exactly.
really-
Yeah. I can be like, nah.
Yeah.
Just had to pull the trigger on him, man. Just got to confront him.
No, that's
Good
good.
job.